After the Germans invaded us, it wasn't the same atmosphere anymore.
Threw my ass in prison. What were you doing in Germany, huh? Excuse me, says I, but it was Comrade Stalin who sent me there. Don't bring our glorious leader into your treachery. Confess, spy bastard, confess! And bang! Bang, bang, bang! Well, there wasn't a sickle, but there was a hammer. And bang. Knocked out all my teeth. That's right, boy. Have no illusions. That's the land of socialism and universal bliss for you. It's about soup time, isn't it?
In a dark corner of the world, three men will work together to bring you a podcast like no other. This is Fanatically Correct, where the fans, the geeks, and the nerds are always correct. With your host, MSK, Yo Peace, and Omega.
And so we go to war.
What?
Right? That's what we're gonna do, right? War. You don't remember that from Pirates of the Caribbean? Remember, what is it? Yeah, part 3, when they're like all sitting at the table and they have to like vote for who's gonna be the king of the pirates.
You really love those movies, huh?
They're good movies, man. You're crazy. And then that guy has a Mickey Mouse voice.
No, I don't remember that, but that sounds hilarious.
You don't remember that?
No.
It's the fat guy, the fat Arabian looking pirate, and then like when they finally
Oh
put all
yeah,
these
I do
swords
remember
into
that. They're meeting the other pirates, and
and then he has Mickey Mouse's voice, like
and
that's how
everyone's
Mickey
like
made
surprised.
into Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, and then they're all looking they all look at him like what? Because he doesn't talk the whole time. Like his like subordinates next to him are the ones talking. I love the death. I love the violence.
I love this world.
Oh, is that a war movie? Is that a war cyborg?
That should be a war movie, right? That's not a movie.
I don't think it's a war movie. It's barely a movie.
It is barely a movie.
I don't know.
It is barely a movie.
Man, the sequel has the guy who played the original Casey Jones and Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah. I didn't see that.
It's crazy. I accidentally saw that like in the middle of the night on HBO. I'm like, what is this? And I read it. It's like a Cyborg 2. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no. What's crazy about Cyborg? It's what Cyborg was meant to be.
Yeah, the Masters of the Universe.
Yes, the sequel to Masters of
the sequel to Masters of the Universe.
How do you figure?
And that's not a war movie either. So
yeah, Masters of the Universe. Come on, it's all war. Did you ever watch He-Man? All war. Whole planet's war. By the power of Grayskull. Well, anyways, I guess we'll just jump into it. So, yes, war.
Or war.
I just recently caught Hacksaw Ridge, which I know you guys haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I'll promote the heck out of that film. That is that's up there with Saving Private Ryan. That is an incredible.
That's what I keep hearing.
Really?
Yeah.
And for me, Saving Private Ryan is really up there.
I'm gonna tell you now, Mel Gibson, he's such a great director, and I was a little saddened because Andrew Garfield's acting is so great, and I'm pretty sure it's done so well that I always had the same thought when I was Saving Private Ryan, that people who lived that and fought in that and in those wars and those battles, when they watch those films, when they're done so well like that, I mean it's got to be like total flashback, and it's got to be pretty emotional and hard to watch a movie like that, because for them it's almost like a documentary when it's done so well. But it's up there. I'll definitely compare it to Saving Private Ryan. It's a really good film, really good acting, really good fight scenes, really good story.
It better be good. I mean, you're hyping it up. It better be up there. It better be up there. Because I love Saving Private Ryan. That's
where this one differs. This has its moments, but Saving Private Ryan has that opening scene where they're just coming up on the beach in Normandy, and those doors drop and just the bullets start flying. And like I say, I don't know how an actual soldier from that era now today watches that film and doesn't instantly feel like they're back there, because it's just so well done, so realistic.
Look, there's 2 scenes in that movie that always get me.
I know which one you're gonna say, but go ahead.
One of them is the sniper scene where like he just shoots him straight in the eye through the sniper.
Is that the Vin Diesel sniper scene?
That's the Vin Diesel one. Yeah,
he hit the ground before he heard the shot.
That scene
got
is
it right
awesome.
in the helmet. Group got it right in the helmet.
and this scene, everyone knows this scene. Closer to the end, where that guy is about to stab the U.S. soldier. He's like, no. Dude, that scene gets me all the time. Like, I can't watch that scene without.
It's hard.
Like,
he's
getting upset.
He's begging for his life. Like, no,
begging.
Please,
man.
Please don't do it. Please.
Yeah. No.
To me, whenever I think of the best like hand-to-hand combat fight scenes in a movie all time, that is easily on my top 5. Not because of the good choreograph, not because the two guys fighting are badasses, but the way that they drop the music. Yeah. The way that it just leaves you with that bad. Just like you said, I like being impacted when I see a film. And that one just really impacts you. You really just feel it in your gut, and you feel so horrible. You got Upham outside the room being a punk, and just not doing anything about it. And which is hard because I mean, you kind of story wise, it's hard to understand that character, and they do it that way. But you kind of you're still mad at him. You're heartbroken. Yeah, you're mad at him, but you're also heartbroken from him. You are because it goes into the a coward dies 1,000 deaths. Shakespearean thought, and that's what that is. Like he has to live with that moment from that point on. Right. Yeah. And thank God that's a fictional character at that moment. But I'm sure there's actual men that went through that.
I'm sure people saw that scene and they were freaked. Like they just had flashbacks. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And the poor guy. I mean, to an extent, is like now he made that a hard decision that he just didn't have it in him. He wasn't built for that. He didn't have the courage for that, and he just froze. Right. And and what's horrible is the way the guy looks at him walking out. After he walks, he didn't even pay him mind. Like, you're not even worth me slapping around or that's the part, stabbing to.
That's the part right there that gets me. That was the part that gets me. Because at that moment, you can do something about it. I know. Not everybody is, has the courage for it.
There's a lot of actors in that movie, huh? A lot of actors came from that movie.
From Saving Private Ryan. Whew.
Yeah, we got Vin Diesel. We have Giovanni Ribisi. We have the guy from Firefly.
Gary Pepper. Gary Pepper was the sniper.
Gary Pepper was in. Paul Giamatti.
Yes, that's right. No, it's a lot. Tons of people came out of that. Tom Hanks was already somebody.
Nathan Fillion was in it too.
He was? Who did he play?
Yeah, he was one of the soldiers.
In their unit?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it was their unit.
No, I think he was. He was.
Oh, Ed Burns. Ed Burns was in that. He came out of that too. Yeah.
Oh, that guy's a good actor.
Yeah, he is a great actor and good director, producer also. He's another one who does a lot of his own side stuff. But, Matt Damon was kind of already somebody when that happened. He was kind of like a little surprise. Matt Damon. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. But he was kind of a surprise at the end because they didn't promote him at all, and then all of a sudden he's Ryan. And you're something like, "Hey, it's Matt Damon that they've been trying to save the whole time." Freaking Matt Damon.
Always
freaking Matt Damon.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
He does. He shows up and steals the movie at the end.
That's what he does.
Interstellar. The same thing. Interstellar. Like, what? Come on, this guy now.
That was a surprise for me. That was
it was and freaking Matt Damon in that one. Freaking Matt Damon in that one. You guys seen Fury? The tank one?
I haven't not seen it, but I have it.
It's a good one.
I have it rented. I'm about to watch it soon. I just rented it.
That's a good one. Another great casting. John Bernthal's in it. He's blowing up in everything he does lately.
I walked into Blockbuster and I rented it.
What is that?
Car.
Isn't it Redbox? Redbox.
No.
Now they have.
I went into Blockbuster. There's a Blockbuster where I live. I think it's the only one in the country.
So you have a TARDIS, is what you're telling me. You go into your TARDIS and then you open the door and you're in Blockbuster.
I haven't catch Fury, but I've heard good things about it. So
that's a good. How about Inglourious Bastards? Another Brad Pitt World War II one.
Bastards. But that was more
Tarantino
like just
it's
in the comedy.
It's Tarantino.
Tarantino. Yeah,
it's Tarantino. He stopped being serious. Like Jackie Brown. After that, it's like everything's a comedy.
Jackie Brown.
Yeah, because Pulp Fiction was like
that's the comedy. One Tarantino movie no one talks about. You just brought it up. Because
everything went pure comedy after that. Like seriously, after that everything.
No, his movies always had a little bit of comedy.
Django Unchained is comedy. They're all Hateful Eight's a comedy. They're all comedy since that. Since Jackie Brown's like,
but Hateful Eight was good though. Even if it was comedy,
it was good. It was good, but it's a comedy.
It is.
They're all like it's like so much of the comedic dialogue. It's the whole film now. Before it was like he sprinkled it, throughout, and just But Inglourious Basterds it's a good one, and that's a Brad Pitt. He's not playing the pretty boy. He's playing a different role. Oblige him. That seems pretty cool. And actually, we'll go back. World War One. He was in Legends of the Fall, which is a World War One film.
Oh, that movie's good.
That
wasn't a war movie.
Yeah, it is World War One. That's where him and his brothers go to serve.
No, I know.
Yeah, no, he's saying it's not like the movie is not.
No, it's not about war.
I know
but
it
has
takes
a lot
place
of
in the war, but yeah.
I tell you what. Before we move away from World War One and World War Two, Enemy at the Gates.
That's a great one.
If someone hasn't seen that movie, they need to go see that movie.
That movie has a good World War II opening scene too.
Yes, it does.
Especially because the way the Russians did it, at least, and I think that's pretty accurate. Historically, that the way they treated that front line, where they didn't have enough munitions or rifles for all the soldiers, so basically they'd hand the other guy a stack of ammo. Is like, just run. When someone drops, pick up their gun and go. But till then, you're just running with ammunition in your hand. You know what I mean? You're just sprinting to hope, and that's horrible. It's like the last thing you want to do is hope that the guy next to you dies, but you in that moment you kind of are, because like, I don't have a gun right now. I have nothing to shoot. I'm just I'm just here as a target practice, and until someone goes down. And there's a whole scene between him and Ray Fiennes that starts to build up his character. But that has a good opening scene too, World War II, and that is impactful as Saving Private Ryan. But
it's just a great it's a great story about just it's like a cat and mouse game. Like I don't know. It's just something about that storyline. Watching the movie and the back and forth of what's happening, it's so intense. It keeps you like what's gonna happen? Like what's gonna happen?
One that always got me as a kid was Glory with Denzel, man.
Oh, with Denzel, yeah.
Denzel, man.
I remember watching that in middle school. That was like a big thing in middle school.
Yeah, to watch it in class, and I'm glad. That's one of the few times there was a film I had to watch in class that I was like, I'm glad we're watching this. This is awesome. Some great Morgan Freeman's in that. Denzel Washington's in that. Actually, isn't that Matthew Broderick?
Yes, he's the main. He's the main.
That's one of his best roles ever. Now I think about it, that's one of his best performances. I think outside of what he usually does, and he played a serious character. But that's a great film. That's really portrays what happened in the Civil War and what men had to go through, especially slaves that were fighting for their own freedom in that unit. But I think that was Denzel's probably his breakout moment.
I think that was his one of those movies.
That's when he started to become known.
Yeah, that whip scene was pretty much sold.
Made
it. Like, wow, this that solitary tear, like he mastered that emoji. We just call that the Denzel, the one tear down the cheek. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pain. He mastered that, because he's like, wow, like the total biting the lips so the rest of the men don't hurt for him. And that was a great performance in that film.
We have a couple of other war movies. Last Samurai.
Yes,
that's a war movie.
That takes place like right after the Civil War or during, because he was a colonel at the time.
Yeah, he was a soldier. Or colonel.
That's another good. Tom Cruise in that movie, as he usually is, but the character was good.
No, man, I think that's like his best movie. That and A Few Good Men are his top movies.
Yeah, as far as because he did Valkyrie. I mean, that was so bad. I gotta say that. I gotta say that about
Valkyrie.
The only thing I'm gonna say about that is what's so bad about Valkyrie is how he must have tried to read in a German accent or something.
So he's me.
And they just went, you know what?
So
they're like, you know what? Pretty much. pretty much. I think Yo Peace probably could have done a better German accent than Tom Cruise because he didn't do a German accent.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
He's the one German character not having a German accent. So they're like, hey, you know what? He's Tom Cruise. You pretend he's German. That's what they did in that movie. They go, hello, audience. You pretend Tom Cruise is German. He's not going to do that. Actors don't act anymore. You pretend the actor is the part that we're feeding down your throat. I don't believe.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about Valkyrie. Let's talk about Last Samurai because that's a good movie.
But before we go back to Last Samurai, how about that German accent, Yo Peace? What you got for us?
There you go.
No.
How about some nine? Just something.
That's the only thing I can do.
You know what? Do Arnold. If you do Arnold, you're kind of close.
No. What?
No. Austrian. You're a little close. Do Arnold.
Stop it.
You can't do that either.
Get down.
So yeah, Last Samurai. Last Samurai.
Last Samurai, yeah.
The fight scenes in that one are good.
Yeah.
Those have some epic battle scenes.
Last Samurai was very good. It's basically the same story, which is another war movie, Dances with Wolves.
Yeah,
it's the same movie.
It's the same
story.
Yeah, post Civil War guy becomes inhabited by the wild folk and joins
part
them.
Of the tribe. Yeah.
Yeah, they all stole that from Avatar, right? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah, when you say Dances with Wolves,
all of it stole it from Ferngully.
Do you mean Avatar? Or
Avatar? There you go. That's a war movie.
Yeah.
All those movies. Wait, actually, did Last Samurai come out before Avatar? Yeah. Last Samurai
way
definitely before Avatar.
Like 10 years before.
I think, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically Dance of Wolves. He goes and then becomes part of the tribe. When there, he becomes part of the samurai culture, and then he fights against his own men, in their style. Just like Dance of Wolves. The difference is Dance of Wolves is a yawn fest for about a good hour and a half, where Last Samurai, you pretty much enjoy it all the way through. It's not.
No, Dances with Wolves, I can't. I remember watching it. I guess I was too young to watch it. I just kept falling asleep. I couldn't watch it.
You're still too young to watch it. Then you're still too young to watch it, because if you watch Dance with Wolves now, you're still gonna fall asleep.
No, honestly,
I can't watch it. I keep falling asleep.
It's I fall asleep, and I love westerns.
Yeah. It's kind of not a Western. It's a Kevin Costner Western. That's the whole thing. That's when Kevin Costner was going through his span of long movies. Like, he was like, hey, if you make it long enough, they'll eventually like it. Like, no, that's not how an audience works. But and that's what happened to Dance of Wolves. Like, it takes so long to tell the story, and it's like you're sitting there going, I get it. You're watching them. Why do I need to watch you watch them for an hour before you interact with them?
Yeah.
It's like it does. It drags. Where Last Samurai actually has a very good pace to it. I mean, and Last Samurai is a long film too. Is that they cover so much because you go through the whole.
It's just better. It feels
it's
it's entertaining, and the pacing is a lot better.
Better.
Yeah, it's way better.
No, and it's got a very different story, especially like the love, because like the whole love interest thing in Dance of Wolves is like more natural, where it's like an available, Native American, and he's an available guy, and where Last Samurai has a very different story. He's actually falling in love with the woman, of the man, he killed in the war or in the battle. And it's like that's a very different story, and then the way that they honor him, you know what I mean? It's like bringing up the culture, that's what they're showing, the samurai culture, and Last Samurai all around. Just that's a good film. That's a very good film.
That's Civil War. That's Civil War, right? So that's like
that's post that Western Civil War era.
We're the worst historians ever.
Oh, we're not going order at all. How about Edge of Tomorrow?
Awesome.
Tomorrow, it's Groundhog's Day in the future. That's basically what it is. But he's reliving and reliving and reliving. Those battle scenes are just out of hand, especially when he's not good. When his first 500 times that he always always the dumbest stuff.
But
happens.
It never gets bored. It never gets boring.
No, it doesn't. And it's like every time he'll make a wrong left turn, and he'll just die the dumbest way. Especially when he's trying to get out of it. Those are even funnier. When he's trying to roll under the truck, to break away. And I love that it doesn't happen right away. That's like a 5-minute delay before he reboots, so you get to see the reaction of people watching him die from dumb things like that. And you see the drill sergeant looking like, what did he just do? He just rolled under their truck.
Well, they're doing a sequel. Well, a sequel prequel, I guess. It's gonna be both. It's gonna be weird.
What?
That's what it's gonna be. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a Godfather 2. They're gonna jump back and jump forward.
I don't know what they're gonna do. They
shouldn't do that. Leave it alone.
No, I mean it's a time
Hollywood,
travel
man.
thing.
Hollywood.
They're gonna figure it out.
I know.
Even if they don't figure it out in the script, it's gonna be made.
See, and I like that one because like lately Tom Cruise is doing a lot of the Jack Reacher, like even Oblivion, where he's like automatically just a badass already. Like he comes into the movie, his character's already a badass, and that's just like what 90% of his movies.
Right.
Where what I like about that when he's not, he's a skivvy little scaredy cat officer, like straight out of college and got his stripes through education and not really through like boots on the ground. And like now he's thrown into this like actual like hardcore war situation. He wants no part of it.
He's like a marketing guy. That's what he is. Like a marketing.
It is.
Guy
Yeah, it is what he is. He's marketing for war. That's what he is. He's getting the propaganda going to get people motivated to fight this this war against this race that's just killing them by the millions that they almost have no chance against, and they're just throwing sure numbers at it. And then he gets thrown into the front lines, which is kind of messed up. The way that story unfolds. Of that the British colonel or whatever like throws him in it, like it'll look better for the men if they see you out there too. And then he doesn't want to, so they strip him of his rank and everything. Is crazy. So that's a little wild, that the way that he gets into it, but it makes it pretty humorous. That movie's pretty darn funny for like the first half almost, and then it gets a serious tone to it.
I didn't think
what's her name?
I didn't think by looking at the actual trailer. I remember watching the trailer and not. I couldn't see it. Like I couldn't see a movie out of it. To be like, I was like, no, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be weird, and I'm just not gonna understand it. So I don't even. It was a really weird feeling I had. But
because
they did bad marketing. They did bad marketing in the movie.
Well, they did market it as Groundhog's Day.
Kind of,
I mean, like a lot of people were using that comparison, and we're like, Groundhog's Day is like a total comedy, and like I don't see, even though Tom Cruise has done comedy, we weren't. It didn't. It's like it looks like what they're saying this is a comedy. It doesn't look like it's trying to be a comedy, and I watched it, in the theaters, and I jumped at it. And I think you guys did too, and because it just looked like something that would be worth watching. But yeah, it was you sat there expecting for it to be not anywhere as good as it ended up being, and it worked. It had a good balance of seriousness to the comedy. I say let's jump on another sci-fi one, and then we'll jump to another era. How about Starship Troopers? I love that movie.
Yeah, it's good. You know what I like about that movie? It's it's filled with propaganda, like the way they shoot it. It's awesome.
Yes, be a citizen. Be a citizen. That's no, and even the part where like want to know. That's what it is. Want to know more. That's what they always do. Want to know more. And they show like when he's like the alien that they're sticking the big giant needle in the alien's face.
Yeah, that movie is awesome. I honestly love that movie. Like I can sit there and watch the movie whenever it's on TV. Like
whatever happened to that guy? Like NPH, what's Neil Patrick Harris? Like he like actually had like a big nothing going on, and then all of a sudden he blew up again.
Yeah, he blew up.
But what happened? What's his name? Casper? What's his name? That guy. What happened to him?
I've never seen that guy in another movie. What are you talking about?
I know. That's a saying. I've never seen him in anything. No, I think he's done stuff, but
I mean,
I think I've seen him with something before, but I can't remember what it is. Nothing memorable.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah,
the main guy from Starship.
the main character from
I've
Starship
never seen him
Troopers.
before. I've never seen him before.
Yeah, I know that if there was a time like when that movie first came out and like everyone was talking about, I know it was in one of those magazines or like one of these polls that they did about who would have been a good Terry McGinnis for Batman Beyond, because that's around the same time that cartoon was out on television, and Starship Troopers was like a big hit at that time with I guess that generation that was watching that cartoon, and they're like, oh, this guy would have been a good Terry McGinnis because he was playing a high school kid and the whole athletic thing, but yeah, that never happened. And that never will.
Well, didn't he do like
Casper Van Dien?
Yeah, didn't he?
That's his name.
That's what it is. Yeah, I knew it was Casper.
Didn't he do another Starship Trooper later on?
Oh, he did like 3 of them.
Later on.
Hold on. He did like.
That's right. They brought him back for like the third or fourth one,
yeah.
and he's like the drill sergeant or something. Yeah. That's why they brought him. Oh, what's that guy? Isn't that Gary Busey's son in that movie?
Yeah, he is.
The blonde. Yeah, dude, he's funny.
Yeah, he is.
And this guy's in it too.
Awesome.
The guy from Highlander, the drill sergeant. That movie
Clancy
had so much
Brown?
fun stuff.
No, Clancy Brown wasn't it?
Yeah. Isn't he the drill sergeant?
I don't think he was.
Yeah, the drill sergeant.
I think he was.
The one that
Check
Was
it out.
it? Huh.
Not the leader, not the one from RoboCop
the guy
and
from RoboCop was
and
his
Total Recall.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the leader of the once they went to war. But his training sergeant was the other one you said, the guy from Highlander, the tall dude. That was the guy who was his drill sergeant.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah,
right.
it was
He was.
Clancy.
so he
Oh,
has
you know
to-
who
he has
else
to
was in
whip
that?
out.
You know who?
Yeah.
Seth Gilliam.
Oh, the Wire.
He's
That's
the
how-
priest. The Wire. How do you know his name?
What? Are you
The
kidding?
Wire.
he's the priest in The Walking Dead.
Yo Peace
No.
knows the what? That's right. He was in it. He was one of the younger guys. He was the first. He was the one in charge before
yes.
the
Yes.
main before Rigo. Before Rigo
Yeah.
took over. That's his character's name. God, I remember his character's name.
Yeah.
Before Rigo took over. Rigo's Roughnecks. That's what it was. Rigo's Roughnecks. Oh man, that's a good movie, man. Starship. It's fun. It makes fun of itself. It has the propaganda stuff's hilarious. I mean, it's so silly because even the part like when Neil Patrick Harris's character and they find the giant big brain alien or whatever, and then like he reads its mind and he's like, "It's afraid," and everyone's like, "Yeah," it's like, "Yeah, I can tell you he's afraid." The thing is shaking like crazy. Like there's like 1,000 guns on it and it's shaking. Like I don't need to be a mind reader to know that it's afraid.
That's funny.
It's so silly.
Yeah.
Well, look,
silly.
there's 3 of them. There's 3 Starship Troopers, and Casper Van Dien shows up in the third
Yeah,
one.
the third one. It's in the third one.
Yeah, so they brought him back for the third. Yeah, the second one was like a sad like knockoff, like try to cash in on it, but just epic fail.
Yeah.
Didn't have
But
a
man,
plan for that.
I'm sure the
there's
third one's the same
people.
too.
There's people that really don't enjoy that movie though. I've met them. I've met those people.
Oh, of course. It's too. They want that Fast and Furious insanity where like, oh, it should be making fun of itself, but they want it to pretend that it's like serious and like, oh no, we're believing that this stuff is happening.
Yeah.
No.
No, that movie is perfect.
I prefer
Exactly
that.
how it is.
No, it
Exactly.
is. Yeah.
I prefer that tone.
It's like
Yeah, they'll
cheesy
probably
sci-fi.
remake it in
That's
like
what it
5
is.
years. Exactly. Well, like what RoboCop tried to do, like you know what I mean. Like RoboCop had that too. It had, I guess, it's the same producers, or you could see the similarities. And they try to do that too with like the commercials and things like that. But I just think Starship Troopers did a better job of.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did. I'm telling you, I can really watch that movie if it's on regular cable. Like I can sit there and watch it because I enjoy that movie.
I've seen it several times. I can't lie.
I've seen it a lot. I think maybe a little bit too much.
A little bit too much to
I
admit.
bet it. Yes.
I'm the same here. Same here.
That's
Same
funny.
here. That's why I know the character's name.
too
Yeah. I think I've seen it more than I should have. That's definitely. I got it. Yeah. I think about the guilty pleasures. I've probably seen that as often as I've seen the one with Tom Cruise. A Few Good Men. Like I think I've probably seen it as much as I've seen A Few Good Men.
Actually a good movie.
And that's a great movie. That's what I'm saying. But I've seen it as much because A Few Good Men. It's always on
Yes,
reruns on like
it is.
AMC and.
Yeah.
So like, and anytime it's on, you gotta stop and watch it. And I'll be honest, I think Starship Troopers, same thing. It's always like on
Right.
FX or Sci-Fi Channel or something like that, and I stop and watch it like the same way. Like, oh, Starship Troopers, I gotta watch this. And
I don't know.
it's
Something
yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Something weird. Just calls out.
That's funny. That's funny.
All right, let's talk about before our Civil War.
Well, I'm gonna take it because I don't see the Patriot on here at all. At
Oh,
all.
the Patriot is
that's
on there,
gotta be
sir.
on.
The Patriot
It's on
is
the
on
list.
there.
It's on the list. If not, it's on your mental list like permanently because
The
that's
Patriot.
one of the best revolutionary films ever.
Mel Gibson again. Just want to put
Yeah,
that
it's
out
there.
there.
It's on there with Last of the Mohicans. Did he direct The Patriot or he just star in that one?
No, you know who directed it? It was Roland Emmerich.
Okay.
Emmerich?
That makes sense.
He did.
It's
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh,
Yeah.
see,
That's why that movie's so good.
We got two right there. We go pre-America to save America from aliens. They
Yeah.
perfect guy. Perfect guy to direct
But
it. Makes complete
man,
sense.
the Patriot.
No, the Patriots.
Yeah,
also.
no, the Patriot.
The-
There's a scene in that movie that I always tear up, and you can ask my wife. I cannot hold back the tear on one scene in that movie.
Which
Is
scene?
it Heath Ledger? Is it Heath Ledger?
No, it's not Heath Ledger. It's not Heath Ledger at all. It's when his daughter actually calls his name Papa for the first time.
Oh, the little girl, yes, because yes,
Dude.
that's actually,
Yeah, 'cause
I
she
get
doesn't
that.
talk-
Dude,
I get that scene.
Always. Like,
Yeah, because she didn't want him to leave. That's a very heartfelt.
Always.
That's a very heartfelt scene.
It's just, there's something about that scene.
Yo, you know what scene's awesome? When the very beginning,
Yes.
when they kill one of
Well,
the brothers.
it's at the very beginning,
gets-
but yeah, early
yeah.
on when they take Heath Ledger away
early
and
on.
they go get him.
And he gets
Yeah.
the two younger kids. He's
Yep.
like, all right, you guys are going to grow up now. Here's two
Yep.
guns.
Let's
Let's
hide
do
in the
this.
woods and
Instantly.
just shoot.
Hide in the woods.
Just shoot.
And the kids are crying.
Yeah.
Instantly,
They're
yep.
crying while they're doing this.
Yep. He gives the older daughter, I think, a pistol and tells him to go hide. Then he grabs the two sons and is like, grab a gun and let's go. And they just lost the other son, who probably would have been a tough cookie in that situation. But,
Yeah.
Which if he hadn't done that, he probably wouldn't have gone after the Heath Ledger's character. But that scene's out of hand, and the whole remember
that scene's great.
Aim small, miss
Yeah, it was
small,
awesome.
and all of that, and the way
Yeah.
oh man, oh that's
Yeah.
and when he's
No, and for those kids to do that from out of nowhere, like just the man up,
Yep.
it's crazy, man.
No, there's even that one
must have
scene
taken
that
so
the
much.
kid's reloading and he has to startle the guy to get his attention because they kind of already gave
yeah.
away their position.
Yeah, they knew where they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, but he goes to town. I love the look on all three of their faces when he's tomahawking that one last guy, which is the one who shot the other kid, and the look on their face because they ain't never seen that man before. Like, I cannot believe I ever backtalked this guy ever in my life. When they
there's
look
a
at
lot
him,
of-
because
yeah.
I mean he's making picadillo out of that guy with that tomahawk. I mean it's crazy, and it's such a good scene. That to me, that's my favorite scene in that film. No, anyway,
That whole movie's well acted, man. Every actor in that movie is great.
Yes.
You got Jason
I
Isaacs
hate
is in it.
is that the
Jason.
Is that the villain?
Isaacs
He's the
so
villain. He's the villain.
much
He's
in
so
that
good,
movie.
man. He's such a good
I
villain.
think I think after seeing him in that movie, I cannot I see him in other things and I just can't. I hate that guy. I really hate that guy.
yeah.
He's,
That was
No, he's really good though. He's really
he's
good.
great.
That was a
He's
bit of a
great.
chameleon role for him. That was a bit of a chameleon role for him because that was very, even though I think he's speaking closer to, I could say he's British, right? That actor, and I think
he's
that's
British.
closer to his British accent. But he's just so personified villainy in that film, and just the whole point with the better man.
No, he's perfect. He's
Everything,
perfect.
yeah.
Him versus Mel
Yeah.
Gibson. They
Yes.
had great
Yeah.
chemistry.
Yes.
He was the perfect villain. To
No,
his-
when he walks, he was walking out the gates, and he's like, "Oh, I remember killing your son."
I know you.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh.
that's so messed up.
oh.
And that's what he goes. He goes.
Such a
He
good
goes
movie.
before this war's right. He goes before this war is over. He goes. I will. I will. You will look up at me from your back, or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
or something like that. He tells him that's such a good scene.
Now the Patriot. That's probably is that like the first time seeing Heath Ledger? Because I think if I can recall, I think that was the first time I saw Heath Ledger.
Well, he had done like 10 Things I Hate About You, whatever. Yeah, I think that was before. What was that
Yeah,
night?
he did like a bunch of teens.
Yeah, but
because that was
I
also
didn't
before that night
care about
movie that
those
he
things.
did.
Yeah, Knight's Tale.
A Knight's Tale. That was before that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that was his. I think his first breakout role.
A
was,
Knight's Tale was
yeah,
before
was
The
The
Patriot.
No,
No,
I think A Knight's Tale was after.
So it was after.
Yeah,
It was
2 years after. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
thanks to his performance in The Patriot, they had the courage to give him the main role to carry a film.
Which is smart, man. He's a good
Yeah,
actor.
Yeah,
Or
he
was a
was.
good
Yeah,
He
he
actor.
was a good actor.
Yeah. No, yeah, Patriot, very well acted film, and yeah, that's why sometimes people think that's a Mel Gibson directed film, and yeah,
It feels like it. It feels like
discussed
it.
that it's not.
It does.
It
Feel like
does.
it. Yeah,
It does.
feel
'Cause
like it.
it's a lot of him on it. So he probably
Well,
influenced.
yeah, it's all Mel Gibson.
Yeah, it is. He probably
all Mel
probably
Gibson.
influenced a lot.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
What about Braveheart?
Yes, that's a good one. That's the Middle Ages. That's a top one for me. That's another movie and that's a hard one because that's 3 hours long, and that's the same thing. If they put it on Sci-Fi or AMC or TNT or one of those, you're watching it for like 5
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Because
It's even worse.
of the commercial
It's even
breaks.
worse.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a great film. Storyline is great.
Yeah.
The battle scenes are off the chain in that movie. And
That was
the
Mel
act-
Gibson's
Yeah,
first movie, right?
Yeah, it
Breaking?
is.
That's Mel Gibson, man. Like
Yeah.
I
Mel
don't,
Gibson
I don't
can
have
direct,
a,
man.
I don't have
Oh,
a
he can
problem.
direct.
I don't
Especially
have a
war
problem
films.
with Mel Gibson. I don't have a problem with Mel Gibson. Braveheart is amazing. It's
It is.
a really good movie.
That's one of my top movies.
Really good movie.
Yeah, Braveheart. Braveheart's
Yes, it's long.
That's one of my
it's
top
long,
movies.
but you can get through it. You can get through it.
You think people in Scotland just forgot about that movie when they were about to leave the UK? and they were like, nah, forget about that movie. Let's let's
keep
going.
William Wallace rolled in his grave, man. He was like, freedom. And
that's the only thing I thought of.
No freedom. No freedom.
Yeah, no freedom. No freedom.
They time travel back. So like, can you imagine that William Wallace like, oh, he goes, so the English are still oppressing us? Yeah. So we never had a chance to get away from them, huh? Like, no. No.
We're about
always kept
That's
up
the only thing
fight.
that went through my mind that day. I was like, come on, you guys have to leave. I mean, it might bring down your economy and everything, but William Wallace, man, come on.
And they should have shown up. They should have shown up to vote painted that way. They should have been in the kill with the face painted.
I agree. Yes.
With the sword. And what's funny about that is you look at all the other guys in Parliament. They're like, yeah, I think we know how they're voting.
Yeah, peace out, Scotland.
We're not gonna need to do yay or nay. We get the point. Please do not throw that sword in the air. There's no need. We get it.
Yeah.
Hey, Yopis, have you been practicing your Scottish accent?
Oh God, Scottish.
Oh man,
just
I can't believe you just put
invoke
me on
it.
a spot.
William Wallace. Just get a William Wallace. Just try to get that. Think Braveheart.
William Wallace. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I just did this. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Let me see.
How about the other guy? It's my island. Remember the Irish guy?
But you can't take away our freedom. No, that's not.
You sound American.
Yeah, I do.
What did you just do
there? I have no idea. Let me see.
Was that Will Smith in Independence Day? Was that?
Yeah, he just said Will Smith in Independence Day.
I don't know. Give me another line. Give me something else.
I'm trying to think some good Scottish scenes from that film.
Nope.
I don't want to be like you.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Moving
on.
But what else do we got in this list, man? We have a lot of movies.
Pre-America, Last of the Mohicans, man.
Yeah, I don't remember
Last
that
movie.
movie. Yeah,
that's
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? Isn't that Daniel Day-Lewis?
That's David Dia-Luis.
David Dia-Luis.
David Dia-Luis.
David. No, it's David Dia-Luis.
David Dia-Luis. David Dia-Luis.
Day of Lewis.
No, I don't remember that movie. That movie came out when I was like 5. No,
what?
I don't
You've never rewatched that? But you never gone back and watched that film? Okay,
no.
That's like
you should.
that's not a necessity, but that is an MSK requirement. You need to watch that movie. You're kidding me. You never seen Last of the Mohicans? I'm gonna tell you what you need to watch. Last of the Mohicans is a great film.
It is.
Actually, I think it's a
really
remake
is.
too. I think it's actually a remake.
It's a great film though. It's a really great film.
But
you should watch it. Man.
It is.
Yeah.
And no, it has.
It's Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, you gotta watch it. It's Daniel Day-Lewis. It is a requirement, I guess.
Who's if you watch Last of the Mohicans, I'm gonna tell you right now, your favorite character in that film, which he's actually the villain, is gonna be that guy Mogwai. The what are they? Was it? Were they Apaches or no Mohawk Indian? It was a Mohawk Indian. Mogwai, dude, that guy is vicious. That character is vicious.
Yeah, he's
yes.
That guy's wrong.
Yeah, he's hardcore. He's in a lot of films.
He's in Heat.
Yes, he's in Heat.
I'm looking at him now.
He was in Heat. Oh, he was in Penny Dreadful.
Avatar. He was
in Penny Dreadful. That's right. He was in the latest.
Yeah, and Penny Dreadful. He's the other werewolf. He's awesome. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
And he's done a lot of roles, but he was what? So MSK is gonna beat that.
No, I don't care about that show. So no, that's gonna stay in. I don't give a damn about that show.
But yeah, he was in Penny Dreadful.
Yeah. He's this guy. He's a good actor. He's a good actor. But that was like one of his first roles. He was really young, but that's a good movie, man. Last of the Mohicans, you got to see that. There's a lot of good war scenes, a lot of good fight scenes, especially that one scene of walking down the line. Yopis,
yes.
The one where they're on the brush line.
Yeah.
When that breaks out, it's good stuff.
No, I didn't see it. So go ahead.
I think 1992 is too early for you to be spoiling movies. Just too
There's
soon.
Like a 30 year.
Too soon.
There's a 30-year spoiler warning.
It's just too soon.
I've heard actually, Yopis, aren't you watching that series, The Turn? Are you the one who's told me about that?
Yes, Washington Spies. Yes, I am.
Washington Spies.
Man,
it's on the same network as Vikings, so I'm sure it's good stuff.
No, you don't understand. What a show. Great show. Great writing. Great actors. A lot of good actors. People that you wouldn't even think. It's just one of those shows, and it's very like very close to how things were like. It's very accurate how they're doing things on that show. So I recommend that show.
Jamie Bell is in that, right? The kid from Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. And he's one of the main characters.
That's right, the one who played the Thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about this show. Like, it's one of those shows that people are gonna break out from it and take off in their careers. So you're gonna see a lot of people from it because, like him, he's a good actor. He's already a good actor. Like, I don't understand how they messed up with Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they had a good cast.
Yeah. They had a great cast. All those actors are good.
It's crazy. It's crazy because this kid can act. He can act, and the show is.
He's the main
amazing. Character.
He's
a main character on the show. So I recommend that show to anyone.
At any point do they show Ichabod Crane and the part that he plays in Stopping the Apocalypse? Because he was a spy too.
Moving on.
Come on. You guys watched Sleepy Hollow the first season.
Yes,
for like 2 seconds.
Don't even play like you hate that show.
No, I love that show, and then somehow they.
It just got
there
bad.
was a season. There was a season where the last two.
Season 2.
Yeah, where the last 2 episodes could have been the whole season. The last 2 episodes.
The first season. The last 2 episodes could have been the whole season.
Actually, the last 2 episodes could have been 2 seasons, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Why would they write that way? Who writes that way? It's crazy. So, yeah.
But okay, I think we hit every every timeline?
I know
we didn't touch Vietnam.
Well, yeah, Vietnam in the Middle East, and since you said
Cold
Vietnam
War.
first,
Cold War.
Yeah, we'll just hit Vietnam and Cold War.
Nobody cares about Cold War.
Yeah, not cool because it's boring.
I'm gonna say
straight up.
We talk about Top Gun, man. Top Gun. I'll ride your tail anytime.
That's not even a war movie, man.
That's not
yeah.
Hey, Red Dawn.
That's training for war.
How about Red Dawn?
Not even training. That's more like playing volleyball with short shorts.
With short shorts and 80s montage. I actually like Top Gun, but yeah, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Iceman, Goose. Okay, how about Red Dawn though? Red Dawn, both of them. The one that Thor remade with his brother.
Yeah,
and
I like the remake.
And then the original's good too with Patrick Swayze. And right,
yes,
was it Patrick
yes,
Swayze?
It was Patrick
Swayze and who else was in that? Charlie Sheen. Yeah, who was in it?
Well, actually, the remake wasn't Cold War. They changed it to current, and they made it North Koreans, right?
Well, they made it Russia and North Korea. It was both.
Oh, it was
because
like the original Red Dawn is Russia because that was actually during the Cold War. So they made it that Russia took over that town, and then the Wolverines? Yeah. Wolverines. Yeah.
Right.
They fought back. It's not those are pretty good films.
Yeah, there goes the Cold War. All right, moving
on. The Cold War is done. Cold War is done.
Hunt for Red October.
Good job.
Yeah, the Hunt for Red October is
Come
good.
on, man. Hunt for Red October. That's a good movie.
It is.
Jack Ryan.
No, it isn't.
Is that the submarine? That's the submarine one, right?
Yeah, Jack Ryan,
yes,
man.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cold War is done. Vietnam.
Sean Connery, the worst Russian ever. Okay, can people why did Sean Connery ever get casted for like a Spaniard and Highlander and a Russian?
All you need is an accent. That's where I'm.
That's
where I'm failing in life. I don't have an accent.
That's what Yopis is trying to achieve.
This is what I want in life.
Yopis can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, with my Miamian accent.
It's what? This sounds Russian to you? Does this sound Spanish to you, Highlander? He's a Spaniard.
Connery. I'm Sean Connery.
At least he looked Spaniard, right?
There's my accent.
Look Spaniard at all.
Sean Connery. Hello, my name is Sean Connery. Sean Connery.
So is that your Scottish?
That's my Scottish. That's my Scottish.
You're Scottish.
Scottish accent. There you go. Sean Connery. That's my name.
That might be the best one he's done, though.
Yeah, probably. That's probably the best.
Sadly, that's probably the best he's done. So Vietnam. What do we got? We got tons of stuff.
Vietnam.
Wow.
Everything.
Wait.
Everything.
Before that, wow. I I feel so bad for Cold War. We need,
Yeah, no,
we need to
Cold
write.
War's
We need
done.
to write a
Cold
Cold
War's
War
done.
movie.
3
We
movies.
need
Look at the movies. Red Dawn, Top Gun, The Hunt for
And
Red
everything
October.
is
That's
red.
Well, I'll
that's
tell
all
you,
you can
the
come up with.
Americans.
Red.
Hey, the Americans is a
something.
good series. I'll throw that out there. And FX, the Americans, that's a good series.
Yeah, I started watching that. I couldn't keep up with it because I had a bunch of other shows to watch. But yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
good. It was pretty.
Yeah,
good.
well, it's one of those. It's not very action packed. So it's Cold War era. It's not a war movie though. So
Yeah,
it's not.
it's boring.
not
Just
war.
say that. It's
not
good,
boring.
but it's boring.
It's not boring, it's dialogue.
It's the Cold War.
So Vietnam.
So Vietnam.
Yeah, all right. Woo.
All right, cool.
Vietnam. All right.
I'm gonna bring up one
Go ahead.
movie. One movie that everyone likes,
Yep.
and for me, only half of it is good.
Yep. That's
Oof.
how everyone feels about
I
that.
know.
movie.
I know what you're gonna say.
Jacket.
I know what you're gonna
It's
say.
Full Metal Jacket.
I know what you're gonna
I knew
say.
it.
Only half of it's good to me.
That's
Only half of it's
two
good.
separate
That's
movies.
true.
That is.
true. That's
That's
true.
literally
Like the
two
actual
separate
war
movies.
part of the movie is
It's-
not interesting.
That's
Yeah.
what's
at all.
sad.
It's crap.
That's what's sad. That's the worst part of that war movie is the war movie part.
Hey, but
because
they made
the
a-
training is
They made a
the
good
best.
song out of it.
a good song out of it.
Yeah.
There's a song.
Yeah,
You know they did.
Oh,
They made a
the
good song out of
his
it.
boots were meant for
Yeah.
walking and walking. Is that the song you're talking about?
What?
No.
What?
I know.
No. No. Stop it. No. 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 They made a good song. The song was so hard. So hard.
That's from Full Metal Jacket? Oh, that's right, yeah. Well, that's why I said these boots are meant. That's I was hinting at it from that because remember that's a song that's actually playing in the scene.
Right. But
And that's what
they
she
made a good
goes,
song
me
out
love
of
you.
it, so.
Yeah, me. Actually, and that's where everyone tunes out too. That's the last scene everybody watches in that movie. Right after that,
And then that's it. Everybody walks out.
Yeah, they're
Everybody
like
walks out.
$15 two
Yeah.
buku. What I get for $5? Me sucky, but me love you too much. After that, that's it. Everyone tunes out. As soon as the guy steals his camera and runs away, it's like and change the channel. That's it. You're done with that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
'Cause
no, the movie's not very
it's
good.
n- it's
The
the
first
first
half
half
is
is
half is
great.
incredible.
The
and then the
first
second
half
half is
great.
what the hell happened?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
happened. To
Man.
me, I was like, well, what the
Man,
hell is
and
this?
King, that's the Kingpin man. That's is that his first role? Like that.
Yeah, I
that
believe
That
it
guy's
is.
a
I believe it
comedian.
is.
That yeah, he is because in that movie, wow, hey, Private Joker, dude, that scene
Leonard.
is crazy. Leonard, and he goes, what? And, oh man, and that drill sergeant, you know how he got that part? That drill sergeant.
By being a drill sergeant.
Yes, and he wasn't originally casted to play that drill sergeant.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but he was an actual drill sergeant, and he was a film consultant. That's why he's also in Apocalypse Now, and he always had small parts in other movies because he was always working on the movies as a consultant. But in that film, when he kept consulting the actor, whoever it was that they had casted, Kubrick's like, you know what, you play the part. Like I'm not gonna bother with this guy. You just do it so naturally. It makes more sense. So you have to do the part, which bounce back to Hacksaw Ridge. There's a whole drill sergeant thing in that film. I'm not gonna give away. It's a very famous actor who does it. You're gonna be very surprised by who it is. But
It better not
he's-
being Matt Damon. Just saying.
no, that would be funny.
What?
I don't think Matt Damon could do a part like that. I don't see it. I don't see it. He doesn't. He doesn't do that for you.
It is Matt Damon we're talking about. He,
I know,
he can show
but,
up. He
yeah.
can show up in any film nowadays.
Yeah, no, but man, that in Full Metal Jacket, that drill sergeant, he makes that movie. Does everything. Private Pow. Are you kidding? All the names, Private Snowball, all the Private Joker, like all the freaking names he comes
Are
with. it.
you
He's like,
kidding me?
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah, the
brutal.
first half. First half.
forget your name,
I
man.
First
agree.
half only the first half.
First
I
half.
agree. First
Dude,
half
that
of that
scene,
movie, amazing.
I remember watching that movie. I rented that movie, and Apocalypse Now at the same
What's
time
it,
to watch them.
Oh,
It was Blockbuster.
Wow, look at that.
wow,
It was Blockbuster.
that was quite the time.
And I actually liked Apocalypse Now better overall.
It is, yeah. No, it's an overall better film. It's
Overall, yeah. But Full Metal. I almost said Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Jacket. The first half, amazing.
yes,
amazing.
yes. Second half.
That I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
That
No,
I
but
agree.
Apocalypse Now, The Godfather, Marlon Brando, man, oof, that character's crazy, and Martin Sheen, which is like that's probably one of his best. But that's crazy in Apocalypse Now.
I just like the look of it.
Yeah.
The look of the movie. It felt like you were in Vietnam.
Yes.
And
Like,
Robert Duvall, dude's crazy. I love the smell of
There's
napalm.
so many actors in this movie though.
Smells like victory. They're surfers though. That's the craziest thing in the movie. They're surfing. It's either surf or fight.
Yeah.
Like what? Surf? Like
Lawrence
that's crazy.
Fisher. Lawrence Fisher.
Fishburne.
Was in this film? I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
he was like a kid.
I don't
Man.
remember
He
that.
was a young
I
kid.
don't remember that.
Yeah.
He's on the boat with Martin Sheen and
Wow.
when they're going on the river.
Martin Sheen was good in this
He's
movie.
great.
He was really good.
He was great. And
Yeah, it's a great
Platoon,
movie. Platoon. is
Charlie
another
Sheen.
one. It's another
It's another
great
great
movie.
one.
Yeah.
William Dafoe. Whatever happened to the guy from Major League, the one who plays Barnes? That guy's crazy.
Yeah, Tom Berenger.
Tom Berenger. There we go.
was in Inception.
Yeah.
He was the last movie I saw him in was
Berenger.
Inception.
He was Inception.
Yeah, he was Browning.
But yeah, no, but I like that in Hot Shots Part 2 when they made fun of that. Martin Sheen and Charlie Sheen both going up the river in Vietnam. They're like, I loved you in Wall Street.
Oh yeah, I remember that
They
scene.
made fun of
That's
that.
funny.
Which that's when he was doing he was making fun of Rambo in which hey back Vietnam. Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo.
Rambo.
The best one's the second one. The second one's the best one, straight up.
Rambo.
Did you see I think they did a tally on YouTube of the body count from I think it's John Rambo, the last one they did, like part 5 or whatever. And I think he killed like on screen like 300 and something. Like they have a ticker. Throwing grenades, shooting rockets, shooting the gun. It's hilarious.
Part 2 is definitely the best Rambo out there.
Yeah,
I don't care
the
what
first
it
one's
is.
good too, though. But it's not it's not a war movie.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not a war movie. It's him versus all the cops.
Yeah,
but the second one's the best one.
I think the second.
with
I
the
think
whole-
the first one. The first one should have been just filmed as part 2.
The first one isn't a war movie. It's
Not
like
it's a post traumatic.
like a vigilante type. Yeah.
They mess with.
But the second one
they
is
mess
a
with
straight
all
up
that.
war movie.
It is. Yeah, it's an actual war movie. They actually take him out, put him into the field, and he goes at it. He puts the bandana on, puts the tiger necklace on.
Now that is a
like-
prequel, right?
I don't.
That's a prequel.
I don't know. I think it's a prequel.
Because it looks like a prequel. No, it looks like a sequel. The first one looks like a sequel.
We got to research that.
No, Rambo's classic though. When he's putting on the red bandana thing, it's
Yeah, of
just
course.
classic.
That's Rambo.
It's classic.
That's.
But yeah, I think we covered every. What are we
Vietnam?
missing? What age? No, we touched Vietnam.
Well, Vietnam, another good one was
we
Casualties
did.
of War. That's Michael J. Fox. That was a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
We were soldiers.
Just in case anyone was going to use that for a nerd session.
Oh dear.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that
are
one's
you
good.
serious?
That one's good.
Are you serious?
That one's good. No, Casualties of War was good. It was a good movie. That's Sean Penn.
Yeah,
and,
Sean Penn,
Michael
man.
J. Fox.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That movie. Sean Penn's character is nuts. Well,
Episodes
there's also
episodes
say?
of Quantum Leap. Episodes
Yes.
of Quantum Leap.
Oh my
Yes.
God! Yes, the episodes of Quantum Leap. Okay, those two
Those
episodes.
episodes?
Oh my
Those
God!
two
I
those
love
are
those
awesome.
episodes.
Those are like the 2 best episodes.
I love those episodes. No one's gonna know what we're talking about.
I don't
But
know.
what-
Okay.
when Sam Beckett leaps into himself,
Educate them.
I could go on about this.
Educate
show.
them.
He leaps back into himself from in his high school body,
Yes.
right? And he wins the game, the basketball game, but he doesn't want his brother to go to Vietnam.
Yeah, no, yes.
He's trying to stop his brother. Hey, don't go to Vietnam, because his brother ends up dying there. The next episode, he leaps into a soldier that's stationed with his brother.
Crazy.
It's so well
So
done.
he gets a second chance and trying to save him.
It's so well done.
And it's so, man, that whole episode is heartfelt. I'm gonna spoil it. Okay, so
Oh, so you're gonna beep yourself when you edit this MSK?
nope, I don't give a damn.
Oh god.
No, if anyone, no, I can't spoil it. It's such a good
spoil it,
episode.
man. People need to. Okay,
No.
I mean, you can give enough. Like,
No, people have to watch it.
because even the character, like the guy he leaps into in the actual Vietnam, it's so clever because the guy's like a good luck guy that has like inner intuition. In Quantum Leap, he's a time traveler that leaps into other people's bodies and to fix time. Usually, people can't believe the person he's jumping into, and it's hard to tell people I'm from the freaking future. I know what's gonna happen. He can't do that. And
Yeah.
where in this one, he doesn't have to say he's from the future, but that guy's like, oh yeah, he's got the best gut instinct. He's already saved us a bunch of times. He's like they're lucky charms. So it's like the most perfect person to leap into for the opportunity that he already missed in the previous episode
Yeah.
to try and save his
yeah.
brother.
No, that's what it is. It's that those episodes back to
Exactly.
back, because you see him as him going back into his high school self, and he wants to
Yeah,
save his
so
brother
bad.
so bad, and he
I
can't. His brother
always-
ends up going to Vietnam
that's
anyway,
just one
and
of
then
those-
he ends up right next to him in Vietnam. It's crazy.
That's one
It's
of
crazy.
those like when I think Quantum
And then
Leap.
the ending of that
Yeah.
episode,
So well done.
That's one of those episodes when you think of Quantum Leap, you've watched it, you go back to those episodes. Like that's when you say, "Oh, Quantum Leap." I usually go to those episodes first. That's my favorite episodes.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
great
of
episodes.
course, of
Those
course.
and then the ones with when they finally brought in the
witch
antagonist, when the like the evil version of him, the woman. I like those episodes. Those
Yeah, no, those aren't my favorite. No, my favorite is this one and the witch one.
Oh yeah.
I know Yopis knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers. God, you guys gotta watch
I love
Quantum
Quantum.
Whoever's listening, watch Quantum Leap.
That is a necessity.
That is my favorite show. My favorite show.
But yeah, that's
It's a great show.
Vietnam. You're
It's
absolutely
great.
right.
It's
Yopis,
great.
that's
Well, MASH was
Wait,
a
you know-
Vietnam show. I don't know if anybody ever watched that. We didn't.
Stop it.
We didn't.
Yeah, we're gonna end it here. So,
Stop it. No, but we did miss
we missed a
the
lot.
Middle East wars. You know?
Yes, Three Kings. Did you guys like Three Kings?
Oh, you know what's good about? I remember that movie. I remember the way he gets shot. I'm gonna spoil it. I don't care.
Well, MSK's in a spoiling mood today.
when they show him get shot, who gets shot? I forget who gets
the
shot.
younger guy.
It was
No,
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
No, yeah, Mark Wahlberg's character. Well, yeah, because it's two of them, dude. Mark Wahlberg and the other guy, and they both get shot the same way, but
They both get shot.
yeah, but Mark Wahlberg's the one that they're able to
Yeah,
save.
and they explain what's
Yeah.
happening to them
Yes.
when they got
the way they zoom in and they show the spleen
just-
bleeding and everything, like the
Just
pocket.
want to tell you guys, very accurate what happens there.
Oh yeah, now that you're studying that.
Yeah.
What? So it's accurate.
Yeah,
Very accurate.
That's awesome to hear because
Very accurate.
usually a lot of those
That's
things are
crazy.
wrong. Like you know how they paddle
Yeah, no, like-
paddle people who
Like,
flatline.
no.
That's like the biggest like medical mistake
Yeah.
always on shows, like
Yeah.
flatline and paddle. I'm like, what? No, but
Yeah.
you know most people don't have that medical knowledge. But that's actually accurate. That's
accurate, 100% accurate. Like, in fact, they show you that in
They show that scene from that movie.
Yeah.
You're kidding me. That's awesome.
No.
it's an instructional video.
That's awesome. It's an instructional video.
It's accurate because they
Instructional
want you
video.
to understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, why is this happening? Why? It's accurate.
Like that movie has a lot of that, and that's what I think I like about the most about Three Kings is that it's shot differently because they do that a lot. Like the part when he's explaining the plan, and they kind of Ocean's 11 it, and actually that movie was before Ocean's 11, where they like zoom back and flashback like how the plan's gonna go, and a lot of scenes with that where they zoom in on the bullet going into the body, like and that was a movie like the way it starts out and the premise of it, you don't expect it to have those types of scenes in it.
Right. Yeah. Scenes. Yeah. They don't.
I mean, it's well done. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's in
No,
it.
they did a good job. It's a very.
But that movie, that's when
So
Mark
let's just-
Wahlberg was
let's-
stuck in his nice guy phase with his Mark Wahlberg's with the
Wait.
He was early on. It was early- one of his first
I'm
movies.
cool. I like
One of his first
everybody.
Wait, he's still
everybody's my
not.
friend.
He's still not there. I think he's still there.
He does, but he could kind of
No,
break.
man,
from
he's either a cop. He's
Yeah,
either a
Boston
cop or.
cop.
I'm saying he's still
He's the
there.
new. He's the new Tom Hanks. Him and Tom Hanks, like their whole career now is like playing people who existed, like playing. You know what I mean? Like that's what he's doing. Like, he did the boxer.
Yeah.
He did the football player for the Philadelphia Eagles. He now he's doing one of the Boston cops from the Boston Marathon
Yeah, he
attack
is.
thing.
The bombing.
And he's got one in the theaters right now about the oil drilling rig thing, and we talked about in the disasters films, Perfect Storm, same thing. Like he's making a career of playing people, of doing true stories of people who existed.
That's where the money is, man. That's
Tom
where the
Hanks
money
does
is.
it, man. He's
in the
cashing in on
long
that.
run. In the long run,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think we touched a little on everything.
Yeah.
Enough, yeah.
I mean, we missed in like we can mention like Blackout Down.
Oh, that's a great one, man. That's a guy
Just
guy
mention
movie.
it.
That's
Just
a
mention
that's a guy movie. That's it is. It's a total just nonstop. It's just
movie's
nonstop
awesome.
shooting. The whole movie, beginning to end, nonstop shooting. I mean, it's another one of those situations that's something that really happened, and there's some very heartbreaking scenes in that film. But the action part of it, and that's got a huge ensemble cast there. I mean, Tom Hardy, super young, is in that film. You got Tom Hardy. You got Ewan McGregor. You got so many actors in that film. Tom Sizemore, who's also in Saving Private Ryan.
Well, this guy from
Eric Bana.
Eric
Bana.
Bana.
Eric
Yeah,
Bana,
dude, there's
yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah,
in this
no,
movie.
but what's this guy
Oh,
from
Ethan,
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Orlando Bloom.
Bloom.
Yes,
Orlando
Bloom's the other
Bloom
young
was
guy.
in that movie.
Orlando
Yeah, no,
Bloom.
and the other guy from Penny Dreadful, Josh Hartnett, he's in it also.
Josh
Hartnett.
but Josh has come a long way, man.
No, he has, especially in Penny Dreadful.
Well, Josh Hartnett is in another war movie. Are we gonna talk about that
Which
one?
one?
Or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which one?
Yopis' favorite war movie.
Yeah, go ahead.
His favorite actor.
What's that? Oh
Pearl Harbor.
man, I think we skipped that on purpose.
I think I did that on purpose, but go ahead, bring it up.
No, we're not gonna talk about
No, go ahead, bring it.
Hey, Cuba was good in that movie, man.
He was in it for 10
Yeah,
minutes.
not
right?
even. Like I think it was like 5 minutes.
And those were the best 10 minutes that movie
Yeah,
had.
it really did. It really did.
That's really bad. But in Middle East, you got Jarhead, Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker, American Sniper.
Hurt Locker was overrated, I think. Hurt Locker was overrated. I'm gonna say it.
You know what? It's
Overrated.
a good movie, but yes, it was not as good as so much hype. I just think it was the timing of that film.
But wait, that one got an Oscar. It got an Oscar. That's why you watched it.
But that's a good one. Soul Survivor is a good one. Actually, an MSK Necessity, Manchurian Candidate is on the Middle East. Even though the original,
You ended
the
up
original
watching
Cold
that.
War,
both
I
of them.
watched. Me too. I watched both of them. Yeah.
What's the original?
Yeah, because the original with Frank Sinatra is the Cold War. That's actually the Cold War. Yeah,
It's Cold War.
And there's
Yeah.
a lot more
Yeah.
playing to the whole Russian thing.
So it was boring? Is that what you're telling me? Don't tell me it was
Which
boring.
one?
No, that one's not boring. Actually, that one was not. Boring.
I did
That
prefer
one's not boring.
the more recent. I did prefer the more recent version, which was your Necessity, with Denzel and Shia
With
Riyadh.
Denzel?
Denzel.
Denzel.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good movie.
Denzel.
That's how you say it.
Denzel.
Denzel?
I'm King Kong. His kid's not a bad actor.
You know, there's a lot of movies we haven't
Yeah,
touched.
there's a lot.
Yeah,
And
we're
I feel bad like we didn't touch on all of them, but it's a long list.
Yeah,
though.
I think
Yeah.
we could keep it. We
Yeah,
could keep
I
it for
think
next year. We could keep
remember
it next
there's
year.
there's Veterans Day, there's Memorial Day, there's 4th of July, we'll have another reason.
Oh, 4th of
Yeah,
July.
we'll have another reason to do war films.
Yeah.
There's plenty of.
But then we have to stay away from the ones we mentioned already because that's just.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna mention Top Gun
No,
again. Like,
no,
that's
we
not
barely
gonna-
Wait,
talked
why
about it
would we
now.
even
We're not gonna
mention
talk about
that
it then.
again?
Like, no, that's why. No. Tropic Thunder, comedies. So, and
So yeah, war
Vietnam,
movies.
Vietnam. That's Vietnam,
well,
right?
we did some.
That
We
was
did
Vietnam?
sci-fi.
Vietnam?
Yeah, we jumped around. I think we covered our big array.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot.
Yeah. I think next time we can we'll focus maybe on one specific genre of war, and then we can get a little bit more detailed on what we
Yeah,
like the
maybe.
most. It's a little more accurate.
That's funny.
So yeah,
funny.
let's do how about a Necessity? Anybody got
Oof.
Yeah, well, I did have one, which was Casualties of War. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. That movie is really good with Michael J. Fox and Sean
Yes.
Penn. I do have another Necessity though because I wing things.
Because and you thought you West Wing things. No, but you
West
also
Wing things.
thought that this could have happened to you. So you
Of course, I thought this was gonna happen to me. Of course.
Oh, maybe
on.
if you said something ahead of time, I wouldn't have mentioned.
Did you see the
Casualties of
list?
War.
Did you see this list?
So you,
Jesus, I didn't think you'd seen that movie. I
Of
didn't
course,
think you'd
and
actually seen that.
and that's a
because
great
it's a
movie.
very no one talks
a
about that
great
movie.
yeah, they don't
No one
they
talks about
don't
that movie.
they don't bring it up.
John Leguizamo's in that
Yes,
movie.
yes,
that's
he
right.
is.
Yeah,
Actually,
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, one of his first movies. Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
very different role for Michael J. Fox, especially during that time. He was,
It's serious.
very serious.
It's
film.
serious, and he did good, man. No one gave him any pop for it. It was a really
No.
good movie.
Nope.
Sean Penn was good. Yeah, all around good.
Sean Penn is always great.
I do have a Necessity though. Have you guys heard of this movie Johnny Got His Gun? It's an old 1970s movie.
Got his gun.
Right? It's about a guy that's in bed. He's basically a torso. He doesn't have a face. He has no arms or legs.
Wow.
Yeah. So the movie, depressing, super depressing. He's basically, it's in the First World War, and he gets drafted. He ends up going. His girlfriend begs him not to go. He ends up going. The whole movie is him in a bed, as a torso again, with no face, no arms, no legs, but he's awake. He's experiencing all of this, and he listens to nurses come in, and he listens to doctors come in and everything, and he tries to signal them by doing Morse code by banging his head.
Wow.
While all this is going on, he has flashbacks of how he first got into the war, And he's also kind of losing his mind because he doesn't know if he's dreaming or not. It's a very depressing movie, but yeah, it shows you the sad parts of going to war, all the stuff that could happen to you.
Yeah, of course. And you sure it's World War One, and that's a World War One era.
It's a World War One movie. Yeah.
Wow. No, definitely.
That's a pretty artistic. That sounds like something Kubrick would do, and then like at the end is when you would reveal. You know what I mean? Like the whole time you think it would be something else, and at the end it's a quadriplegic with no face, Morse coding by banging his head.
Yeah. No. The ending is super depressing. You guys just gotta watch it. It's a good movie though. It's a very good movie.
What's crazy is that I just saw that Donald Sutherland is in that movie.
Yeah, he plays. Yeah, I don't want to tell you who he plays.
Don't tell me, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You gotta watch it. Because remember, this guy is laying in bed this whole time trying to figure out what's going on.
Wow.
So he's having flashbacks, but at the same time he's having visions. And he's trying to just wrap his mind up with.
That totally sounds like a Twilight Zone episode or a Black Mirror episode or something like that.
It is.
It's crazy.
It's shot like an hour and a half Twilight Zone movie. That's what it feels like.
That sounds good. Is it in black and white or is it in color?
Half of it's black and white. All the flashbacks.
That's what I say. Because I mean, they were making color film at that time. But I'm just envisioning that being a black and white film with that type of that theme.
Well, while he's in bed, while he's trying to figure out what's going on, it's black and white. All the flashbacks and all his dreams or whatever, that's in color.
That's wild. I'm gonna check that out. I usually tend to jump on his nerdcessities.
I'm definitely gonna watch.
Kind of reminds me of is, I mean, it's not a World War One movie, but what's that time travel one with Jake Gyllenhaal? The Source Code. It reminds me of that because you know how he's like that's the whole thing with that film is like, woo, spoilers. Never mind.
So yeah, that's the nerdcessity for today.
Oh my! I was so close.
I know that was bad. I wasn't realizing like, wow,
so
like I just.
Oh
that's
my!
Yeah, like you have to completely edit that out.
And that movie's a little more current. That movie's a little more current.
So close.
Yeah, but that's pretty similar to that storyline. That's why, like, I'm thinking you know, instead of flashing.
Well, you know what? Maybe
that inspired that.
That wasn't it. That was an inspiration. For
yeah. It sounds like it is. It sounds like
maybe,
it is because
maybe.
They're using the sleep from that in a different way.
No more. No, you guys should watch it.
So that's our first shot at war films. As messy and as clumsy as that was, and
and as long as this one. Yeah. So
I'll go ahead one last time. We'll say another shout out to our vets.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and our veterans, not veterinarians, because sometimes we confuse that.
No, not our veterinarians.
Shout out to them too, though. I mean, they take care of our pets.
That's true.
That's true.
And we could do a vets episode eventually, and do Dr. Doolittle and
I think that episode will be a little bit quicker.
Dumbo Drop or
I think Airbuds.
Yeah, that dog's talented, man. Plays a lot of sports. He's the Bo Jackson of dogs. That Bud.
Beethoven. Yeah. We can actually throw in Cujo.
Jackson,
we can throw in wait what?
Cujo.
Wait, isn't it Airbud about basketball?
Yeah, and then he goes football.
He also plays
football and then baseball. And
does
soccer.
He plays soccer. He goes into space. I think he discovered a new planet somewhere. He's
That's
also
Space Bud. That's that one.
Space Bud. No, but also we can throw in Cujo. Because Cujo's part of it.
That's a whole other episode.
Are we doing vets or are we doing pets? Wait, did we jump from vets to pets? Like, we got to remember our pets.
That's funny.
I mean, we're Sean Connery. So that's it for Fanatically Correct. So.
Nope, you're missing something.
You are missing a lot of things. Actually.
You are correct.
Like a good portion.
Your piece and your best. Your piece and your best Sean Connery. Your piece. How about our Twitter and all that good stuff? Come on.
Our what? We have a Twitter?
Yeah. in your best Sean Connery, give out our Twitter information and our social media information. Just do it.
Man, it's just the show. You can find us on Twitter, right? Fan correct. I sound like Obama. Nothing like.
You kind of
I'm
sound
listening
like
to myself, and I'm starting to sound like Obama, and it's terrible. It's very terrible.
So now you know you want to do Obama, do Sean Connery. That's weird. We gotta do your labels.
So you can find us on Twitter at FanCorrect. That's FANCOR.
That's
RECT.
Or you can Gmail us if you want to shoot us an email at contactfancor, FANCOR, contactfancor. We also got Facebook, Fanatically Correct. And I think we linked up to Podbean with our website. So just, what is it, MSK?
Yeah, you can go to our website, fanaticallycorrect.com as well.
There you go. Good job, MSK.
And
yeah. No, but seriously, if you guys really want to contact us through that email, yeah, I mean, just give us any thoughts.
Suggestions.
You could tell us off or whatever. Call us out on any of the nerd stuff
Oh,
we talk about.
and a little bit of breaking news.
please.
In some shape or fashion, Fanatically Correct will be appearing at the Paradise City Comic-Con, December 9th.
What?
Yes, sir. December 9th, 10th, and 11th over in the
What? I didn't get this. So were you going to tell us this?
Convention Center.
Is this?
We're paneling. These guys didn't know it, but it's gonna happen, and they're gonna show up.
He's gonna get 2 other hosts.
No,
Wow.
you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there.
So we're out. So we're out.
You're gonna be there, and yeah, you're gonna have to be there in some shape or form. Whether
What are the dates again? What are the
December
dates?
9, 10, and 11, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just go online, Paradise City Comic Con. They got the schedule up. You'll see our logo. You'll see our time slots and our subject matter of what the panels are going to be. There'll be some episodes we're going to record for the show. So if you're listening and you want to be a participating audience member and yell at us and tell us that our opinions are horrible, we'll like that too.
We'll ignore you.
We'll take it. We'll just do our own thing anyways and not care. But you could come and you could pop up and do that.
We'll secretly care. I think I'd go home and start crying.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry in the car right afterwards. I'm not even gonna make it home.
I'm not even gonna make it to the car. To be honest, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, find the first stall, and just cry there.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So signing off. Peace.
Wait.
No.
First of all.
What now?
We're also on Google Plus.
Yes, sir.
We're on iTunes.
No one goes there, man.
God, where nobody goes there? Oh, and please review us on iTunes. We need some reviews.
Very important. If you guys could do that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So go ahead, Sean Connery.
Even if it's bad, it doesn't have to be good. Just review us.
Just say whatever.
Preferably good though.
We prefer good, yeah. It would be nice if you gave us some compliments. So that's it. I'm gonna say it and I'm walking away. You guys say whatever you want to say. Peace.
Peace out.
Peters.
At least there was an S in it at the end.
And there you have it, folks. This has been Fanatically Correct. Until next time, you crazy kids. Signing off.